will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense has the ball first today. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. And I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Sooners send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas's offense has the ball for the first time. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But
it's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Buys a little time with his feet. Made a defender miss. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Got his man. First points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There he goes.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Taking care of business himself for the 1st down. Texas has had that happen from time to time over the years.
They've had some special guys. I think everybody who's grown up in a generation that saw Vince Young absolutely remembers that Rose Bowl, one of the most amazing games we've ever seen. Seems like Texas is always looking for that next guy, and their seasons usually revolve around having that quarterback.
They go to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Oh, it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Now this offense is back on the field. Off-play action on 1st down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flanagan. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's all the way down to the the three. Showed it all on that run.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fights off a defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Under fire. Got a little space. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick release by the QB. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. He's got it on the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're facing a 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The play-action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Unleashes it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Lamb. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Pulls and fires complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. He'll try to do it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Longhorns come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Flanagan. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lamb. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He'll toss it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll run play action. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Freeman. Makes the grab on the left.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Freeman. Gets open down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now here, second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cherry. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for room, it's Flanagan. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down, it's second and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with third and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Firing deep. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cherry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. The give out of the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. The give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Balls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll toss it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Right down the boulevard. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Makes the grab down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this, and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.